Josh Duggar of 19 Kids and Counting fame has made headlines in recent years due to various legal concerns after his 2021 arrest. Since then, surprising news has come out about Josh's finances during his time in prison. This also comes out as Josh has sought to appeal his previous conviction. Josh Duggar is expected to stay behind bars until late 2032. Josh and his family previously became famous thanks to reality shows like 19 Kids and Counting On. Notably, Josh is the eldest of Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar's 19 children. In his personal life, Josh married Anna Keller in 2008. The two share 7 children together. Anna and Josh Duggar in 2021, however, Josh was arrested on charges of receiving and possessing child pornography. Sentenced to 12 years in prison by the following year, he is currently expected to remain behind bars until his release date of December 23, 2032. According to the U.S. Sun, court documents have shared some information about Josh's life in prison, particularly his finances. Reportedly, the former reality star has only 20 cents in his bank account. Josh was also described as being unemployed in prison and wasn't receiving support from family. Josh is also believed to have virtually nothing in his savings account. It is believed that the family has since stopped sending him money. As of April 2025, he was said to have $0.22 in his account and 2 cents debt. According to reports, Josh is fighting to appeal his conviction, even recently representing himself. He was also described as being unemployed in prison. Josh Duggar in the papers. Josh claimed Movement currently performs a prison work assignment but does not receive any pay for compensation. Therefore, Movement has no employment income to report. He is also said to not have any current savings, property, or assets. In the papers, Josh noted he had received financial support from his family in the past. However, he claimed he hasn't recently received such aid. The papers continued Movement occasionally receives money from family and friends, but has not during the reporting time for this request. Josh also noted that his commissary use is limited. He also shared that he was in debt due to legal fees. Claiming that he was unable to pay the costs of these proceeds, the papers also claimed that Josh was entitled to relief. Have you been following this story? What is your reaction to Josh's financial issues? Have you been keeping up with the Duggar family? Newly surfaced court documents paint a stark picture of Josh Duggar's life behind bars, revealing a state of near total financial destitution as the former reality television star continues to battle his conviction. From reality TV fame to federal incarceration, Josh Duggar, once the eldest son of the sprawling Duggar family made famous by TLC's 19 Kids and Counting On, is currently serving a 12-year federal sentence. His arrest in 2021 and subsequent 2022 conviction on charges of receiving and possessing child pornography marked a stunning fall from grace for the figure who had been a mainstay of a show promoting conservative, family-oriented values. He is currently incarcerated at the Federal Correctional Institution, FCI, Seagoville in Texas, and is not scheduled for release until December 23, 2032. While the details of his crime and the public fallout with his family have been widely reported, a new facet of his incarceration has come to light through legal filings submitted as part of his ongoing efforts to appeal his conviction. The documents, obtained and reviewed by outlets including the U.S. Sun, reveal a man who is not only imprisoned but also penniless. A financial portrait, 22 cents and mounting debt. The court paperwork, which requires inmates to disclose their financial status when seeking certain legal remedies, lays out Duggar's fiscal situation in blunt terms. As of a recent reporting period, the documents state that Duggar has a mere 22 cents in his prison trust account. To compound this, he also reported a debt of 2 cents, resulting in a net balance that underscores his financial paralysis. Further deepening the portrait of insolvency, Duggar declared that he has no savings, property, or assets to his name. This financial vacuum exists despite his previous life in the public eye, where the Duggar family reportedly earned tens of thousands of dollars per episode at the height of their television fame. Unemployed and unsupported, the end of family financial aid? A key element revealed in the filings is Duggar's employment status, or lack thereof. He is officially described as unemployed within the prison system. In his own words from the motion, Duggar stated, "Movement currently performs a prison work assignment but does not receive any pay for compensation. Therefore, Movement has no employment income to report." While some federal inmates can earn meager wages for prison jobs, typically ranging from 12 cents to $1.15 per hour, Duggar's assignment appears to be unpaid, a practice that is not uncommon for certain maintenance or service roles within correctional facilities. Perhaps more telling is the indication that the financial lifeline from his once close-knit family may have been severed. Duggar acknowledged in the documents that he has received support from family and friends in the past. However, he made a specific point to note that he has not during the reporting time for this request. This suggests a significant shift in the dynamics between Duggar and his family, including his parents, Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, and his wife, Anna, with whom he shares 7 children. This lack of external support has a direct impact on his quality of life in prison. Duggar stated that his use of the commissary, the prison store where inmates can purchase snacks, hygiene products, and writing materials, is limited. Without funds, inmates are unable to supplement the basic provisions provided by the institution. The driving force, financing a legal appeal. These financial disclosures were not made in a vacuum. They are a procedural necessity as Josh Duggar actively fights to overturn his conviction. In a surprising move, Duggar recently chose to represent himself pro se in a filing to the Supreme Court, waiving his right to a court-appointed attorney. This decision has placed the entire financial and logistical burden of his appeal directly on his own shoulders. The legal fees from his initial trial and subsequent appeals are reportedly crippling. Duggar cited his debt from legal costs as a primary reason for his indigence, claiming he is unable to pay the costs of these proceedings. Despite this, he maintains that he is entitled to relief, arguing that his conviction should be overturned on what he believes are legal errors. Legal experts suggest that navigating the complex appellate process without legal counsel is an extremely difficult task, and his lack of financial resources further diminishes his chances of success. His current strategy appears to be a Hail Mary pass, attempting to convince the highest court in the land to hear his case. Public reaction and a family's silence. The revelation of Duggar's financial state has sparked a mix of reactions online. Some see it as a form of poetic justice for his crimes, while others view it as a sad, isolated existence. The situation also raises questions about the Duggar family's current stance. Anna Duggar, who has stood by her husband throughout the legal ordeal, has maintained a low profile. The financial cutoff, if confirmed, could signal a new, harder line from the family as they focus on raising Josh and Anna's 7 children and protecting their own public image. As Josh Duggar sits in a federal prison with 22 cents to his name, his story continues to unfold. It is a saga that has evolved from one of television fame and large family values to one of serious crime, and now to a bleak portrait of isolation and financial ruin as he wages a long-shot legal battle from behind bars. The world watches, waiting to see if his appeal will gain any traction, or if he will remain in his current state, both incarcerated and insolvent, until his scheduled release in 2032.